What's up, guys? Back at it with another video. Feeling so much better today. I got a lot of sleep, basically 7.5 hours, which still is not enough, and I'm not fully recovered from a crazy week of school, but I have significantly more energy than I usually do, and I feel fantastic. I also found my old booty shorts. These are basically shorts that are undersized, and for those of you who like glute muscles, this is for you. And this is also for people who, purely in a scientific sense, want to see how much leg progress I have made during this, year, which is a lot of leg progress, all right? I've gained a lot of horsepower in my legs. I've basically been able to increase my squat by somewhere in the range of 30 kilograms or so. So basically, I've gotten way bigger and stronger legs, glutes, thicker thighs, thicker hamstrings, bigger, thicker calves. Like, I'm just bigger in the lower body than I was last year, even a couple months ago. So if there's one muscle group that I've made real good progress in, it's my legs and also my lats. My lats are I've made really good progress on my lats. I don't want to call it insane. I don't want to call myself insane because obviously I don't look insane, but my progress has been close to insane. So I don't want to be too hard on myself now. Yeah, I'm putting in a lot of effort, as you can see here. All right, you could basically just watch a whole movie and come back and I still wasn't done with this rep. That was one of the slowest bench presses I've had in my entire life, 95, but I got it. All right. Basically, I went through the whole hero's journey curve during that rep. So yeah, that was kind of difficult. And as you can see there, I'm basically crushed. That took a lot of energy out of me, 95 kilograms, grinding for, I don't know how long, 10 fucking seconds. I have no idea. It's become a tradition that I'm like really stuffy during these videos. That's because actually I jump rope and I only breathe from my nose while I'm jumping rope, so I get a completely clear nose. Then once I'm recovered and rested from the jump rope, then I film this video. But then, now that I don't have a requirement for oxygen, then the nose fills up with fluid again, just on time for when I start speaking. So that's an annoying thing. But look at this, boom, 140 kilos, easy. It felt really hard. I'm standing there feeling like I'm going to pass out, but it moved super quickly, and that is strange to me. I do not understand why it moves so fast and still feels really heavy. That to me is strange, but that probably means that I may be able to deadlift 155 at the end of this week. That would be phenomenal if I could get it. One day at a time, though. One day at a time. And, I mean, there's a lot of work that needs to be put in for me to continue to increase my deadlift. And that's right here, rows. By the way, check out my legs again. You can see there's significant muscle mass there at this point. It's making progress, and I no longer have legs that, don't look like I work out. I believe that at least when they're in motion and when they're in good conditions, good lighting, like they're in here, you can pretty easily see that, I at least do something for my legs. I've been working my legs very hard for very long, and finally you can see the results of it. The fruits of my labor are showing up. You can even see there, like, it's kind of a strange thing to say in a YouTube video, but my glutes are getting a lot bigger, and I'm actually really happy about that. Not because I think glutes look amazing or anything, although I know some women like it. That's who we do it. That's not why we do it though. The reason is hip extension. Glutes are basically half of your hip extension muscles. If you have really strong glutes, you can run really fast, you can jump really high, you'll have better knee and hip health, you will be able to kick harder, you'll be able to run longer and run faster, like I said already. glutes are a phenomenal muscle group to have overdeveloped, if that makes sense. Quads alone and hip flexors will often create knee problems, may even create ankle problems when we don't have the proper joint integrity on the other side of the joint. Basically, we want to be equally strong on either sides of a joint, but certain joints are healthier when one side is when one side is biased a little bit more, when the balance is tilted to one side. Sometimes certain joints like to be pulled on harder from one angle than the other. And a phenomenal example of that would be hamstrings and quads. It's better to have stronger hamstrings than quads than it is to have stronger quads than hamstrings. It's a lot healthier for your knees. It's often very good for athleticism. But then the important thing is to recognize that you don't want to have weak quads. You want to have brutally strong hamstrings. And when I say this, I'm not that guy right now. My hamstrings are lagging. They are lacking whatever. They are behind. And that's because I haven't put in the crazy amounts of work into the hamstrings like I've put into my just quads and glutes, basically. Although my glutes could probably stand to come up a bit as well as my abductors and adductors, which would both help stabilize the hip and create a stronger squat out of the bottom, especially when it comes to a wide stance like I'm doing. I can't even speak. Seriously, I'm so sorry if any of you are wearing headphones. Pollen is really, really annoying, and it's stupid that the immune system even cares to defend itself, because it's not like I'm gonna die. It's so silly. It's just stupid, man. If you can be allergic to one thing, that's like the stupidest thing you could be allergic to. It's pollen. Like, why would you even be allergic to pollen? But anyway, who cares? At least I'm putting in work. Pretty soon the pollen season is going to be over. It'll be over before we know it. A lot of flowers are kind of done already. So, a couple more to go. And also I did a very good set of chin-ups today. Completed a solid set of 15, and it wasn't that difficult. It didn't feel terrible. It felt decent. So I am going to try to go to bed now. I have stretching and shower and blah, blah, blah. But hopefully I'm going to be able to get like 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Probably like 9 or 10. And, just wake up like a spring chicken and just boom. Power for another day, do a lot better, catch up on bullshit. Because the thing is, I don't have school tomorrow, so that's phenomenal. That feels amazing, and I'm going to make the best of the time. So goodbye.